Welcome again, Soul and Satin. Today we're answering a mystery that began under the night sky of Australia. What would possess the biggest rock and roll star in the world to throw a fortune into the sea and walk away from it all? In October 1957, Little Richard was at the peak of his powers, touring Australia. One night, while crossing the Sydney Harbour Bridge, he looked up and saw a terrifying red fireball streaking across the sky. To the rest of the world, it was the Soviet satellite Sputnik passing overhead. But to Richard, who had been raised in the pews of Macon, Georgia, it was a direct signal from the Almighty. He was convinced it was the end of the world, and he was on the wrong side of the fence. Driven by a sudden, desperate fear for his soul, he took his priceless diamond rings and hurled them into the dark waters of the Sydney Harbour. He walked away from millions of dollars, cancelled his tour, and headed straight for an Alabama Bible college, determined to bury Little Richard forever. The song that defined the legend he tried to escape is your classic, Long Tall Sally. It is the blueprint of the Pavement. That wild, untamed energy and that famous, woo, were actually the sounds of the church revival meetings he grew up in, just turned up to 10 for the dance floor. Even when he tried to silence the scream to save his soul, he couldn't hide the fact that the pew was what made him the architect of rock and roll. He spent the rest of his life in a tug-of-war. The man who couldn't live without the music but couldn't sleep without the word. Experience the architect's masterpiece here. Little Richard, Long Tall Sally. After the fireball, Richard recorded a series of beautiful, straight gospel tracks. Hear the voice he tried to tame here. Little Richard, precious Lord. Until next time, keep that velvet groove in your heart.